Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome back to a first channel update of the season as well. I wanted to give you a little bit of a content update in terms of what's coming in the 2024-25 season. Be a little bit different to last year. I was finding my feet a bit last year. Feel like my setup's a bit better, and I've obviously started doing live streams as well. So there's going to be a bit more of that, but just to give you a bit of an insight into what's happening for the first 2 weeks of the season from Friday, a week on Friday, I'll be in Paris for the Paralympics. So there won't be any videos uploaded, at least in terms of structured videos, for a couple of weeks before I return, and then everything will be going back to normal. I'm not at the Newcastle Southampton game on Saturday, so I might look at doing a live reaction at about 5 o'clock. And more updates on that in the next few days, because I'm taking the week to relax a little bit at home before I jet off to Paris for the Paralympics. Then when I'm back, I'm going to do a live reaction to the weekend's games, depending on how free I am and depending on when Newcastle are playing. The channel is going to remain Newcastle centric, but because, as you're aware, that a lot of the work I do is not non-Newcastle, sometimes there will be videos from other games or possibly some European videos from across the continent, where I go and find a story, a little bit like the Schalke video I did last season, if you remember watching that, when I go away with a company and do an article like I did for BBC Sport. There's obviously World Soccer as well, possibly The Guardian. There's possibilities for me to go away and find some stories. So when I do that, there'll be a video on the channel on that. But as I say, I know that my subscriber base is majority Newcastle United supporters, so my channel will stay majority Newcastle United content. There will be, as I say, a live reaction to the weekend's games. There'll be a pre-recorded preview of each game as well, and some other content along the way. But structurally, that's how we're going to do it. Live reactions, preview is going to be pre-recorded. Last year, if you remember, I was just doing 5-10 minute videos from stood up with my selfie stick in my office, whereas now I think I'm going to do a little bit more in depth, a little bit longer form. And also I might start looking at recording a podcast as well and releasing it as an audio. That could come as well. That's all in the plans, and there's also planned for interviews as well on the channel. But structurally, live after the game, preview is going to be pre-recorded, but also I'm going to be doing some other content from games I'm at, whether it's at Newcastle, whether it's elsewhere, but also in European football as well. And maybe if something big breaks in the world of football, I might come on and do a quick reaction to that as well. So Newcastle-centric content from now on, but not purely Newcastle United, because I think that there's opportunities to talk about other things. Hopefully you'll join me on that journey. Really looking forward to the new season. Like, share and subscribe. As I say, if you are here just for Newcastle United content, there will be no less Newcastle content. This is a promise of more content, more backing of this channel, and hopefully there's something planned. I'm not going to go into too much detail on what's happening yet, but hopefully in a few weeks' time something is planned to make it a little bit easier for me and make it a little bit easier for you to tell me what you want from this channel as well. So keep in mind that. But at the moment, I'm just going to tell you that it's going to be from the middle of September, it's going to be a live reaction to the weekend's games. Newcastle United will be the focal point, but we can also talk about other games and what matters in terms of where Newcastle are, and also a preview which will be pre-recorded on the Friday or Thursday, depending on when Newcastle are in action. There will be also reaction to other games and hopefully some European stories like the Schalke video as well. As of now, the Monday and Thursday show will be back for the last week, next week, before I go to Paris, and there will also be a live Premier League preview tonight, and then hopefully on Saturday there'll be a live reaction to Southampton. So please like, share and subscribe if you're new, if you haven't already. And we'll be back tonight live to talk about the Premier League, and also on the weekend to talk about the Southampton game. Monday and Thursday show back for the last time. Might be able to do some videos while I'm out in Paris, but I can't promise anything. From September though, we'll have a more structured ability to talk live, but also on pre-recorded videos as well. There's going to be a lot more content. As I say, if you're only here for Newcastle United content, don't worry. There is going to be the same amount of Newcastle United content. Anything else is going to be a bonus. I'm really looking forward to bringing it to you guys. So I'll see you next time. Cheers.